Hello everyone, welcome. So right now I'm going to share with you a little bit of history about the festival called Sinulog. For 32 years, the Sinulog Festival is a traditional celebration in Cebu City held every third Sunday of January to honor the Santo Niño, or the so-called Child Jesus. Basically, the festival is done by a dance ritual in which it tells the story of the Filipinos' pagan past and their acceptance of Christianity. The word sinulog means graceful dance, wherein it all started in 1980 with a simple dance steps that represents the sulog or current of a river in Cebu, the Pahina River. Historical accounts say before Portuguese navigator came to Cebu on April 7, 1521 to plant the cross on its shore and claim the country for the King of Spain, Sinulog was already danced by the natives in honor of their wooden idols and anitos. Then Magellan came and introduced Christianity. But that moment they introduced it, there was a consequence. And the sign of the cross is the rallying point. Those who did not follow were given the option of the sword and the gun. But Raha Humabon, a chief of Cebu at that time, preferred the cross. So after their baptism, Magellan gave the Santo Niño, or the image of the child Jesus, as a baptismal gift to Hara Amihan, the wife of Cebu's Raha Humabon, who was later named Queen Juana. At that time, not only the rulers were baptized, but also about 800 of their subjects, 800 natives were baptized along with them. But before all that, during the pre-Spanish colonial era, our ancestors had similar wooden idols named as guardians, protectors, and pagan deities. This brought a similar legend about a piece of driftwood that turned out to be miraculous and scared away creatures when placed on the farms. Let's take a look at the origin of the religious image that once was said to be a pagan god and converted to the Catholic path that many people believe in. Queen Juana loved the image so much that, according to the account of Pigafetta, upon receiving, she bathed the statue with her tears of joy. As she was hugging it, the queen perhaps readily accepted the Santo Niño because it looked more regal and refined compared to their wooden idols and anitos. So after the death of Magellan, 44 years later, Miguel Lopez de Legazpi arrived in Cebu on April 28, 1565. His ships bombarded the village, and in one of the burning huts, one of the soldiers named Juan Camos found inside a wooden box the image of the Santo Niño lying side by side with the native idols. Historians now say that during the 44 years between the coming of Magellan and Legazpi, the natives continued to dance the Sinulog. But this time, however, they danced it no longer to worship their native idols, but as a sign of reverence to the Santo Niño, which is now enshrined at the San Agustin Church, Basilica Minore de Santo Niño. History redeemed our ancestors. The civilized Spaniards were land grabbers. The Santo Niño statue was the icon left to us by the Spaniards as one of the proofs that we have abandoned the anitos and our animistic way of life. If you look closely, they use the same dance They have anitos, and the modern is the Santo Niño, and both are graven image. The street dancing also commemorate the minds and dance steps of our ancestors who were worshipping the anitos. But now that Christianity exists, they say that they are still having the same dance but no longer carrying the anitos. Instead, they are now carrying the Santo Niño, which is only similar to anito. It's just been upgraded. And that Santo Niño, they said, is the best substitute for their pagan beliefs. For the sake of tradition, art, tourism, and commercialism, this sinulog festival may be good for them. It is fun and business. It attracts foreign and local tourists. It becomes a craze among teenagers. They love to paint each other's face with latex paint after the merrymaking. And at the end of the day, everyone looks like stupid. Even if your purpose is just to look funny, it is still not okay. How much more when faith or religion is attached to this tradition? It may be dangerous. If you think sinulog as a symbol of Christianity and believe that Santo Niño is Jesus, you are in a dangerous path. Because being a Christian needs no physical symbol or sign, but a faith with corresponding godly words and godly works. We don't need this graven image to prove to them that we are Christ's follower. In fact, God is jealous when you worship it, because He clearly says, "Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments." The Lord doesn't want us to worship these dumb idols, or else we will be counted as just like one of them. Their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Noses have they, but they smell not. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusteth in them.